Hello there, it's early summer in London. Please excuse the the background noise. Um, I haven't made a video on this channel for quite a while. Um, Things have been, good, but I've been going through a lot of development in various ways. Um, and yeah, it's good really. Um, I come to think a lot about um, the different sides to ourselves and how one can have an ideal side to oneself, and then there's the side to yourself which doesn't seem so ideal, and which can even uh, be a place in which quite things which seem quite unregenerate reside. Things which are difficult for you to cope with, difficult for you to kind of hold in a sense, and difficult to own as well. And how people do go into what you could call retrogressive patterns, very difficult patterns where they are both suffering and acting destructively. And one thing that really comes home to me is that um, if other people are going into a negative pattern, which will tend to throw you into your own negative patterns, it's not enough to simply try to be unconditionally positive. It doesn't work at the end of the day. You have to be able to, in a sense, stand in that shadowy place of your own negative, unregenerate patterns. To stand in that place and own it in order to be able to withstand the negativity of other people. It's a funny thing, but this is part of being mature, and it's part of acknowledging that other people actually really do exist, and that life is not all this kind of dreamboat, and that's how you actually maintain your strength and your composure. And in doing that, you actually do get to be able to be in a more equable state, in a state where you can actually have greater choice and greater freedom and be more positive, or however you want to be, really. But the thing is, you can actually have the choice as to how you're going to be. And most often, we are going to want to be in a positive state. We don't want to live with negative emotion and things like this as a chronic state, because it tends to be destructive and it tends to bring about our own suffering, let alone the suffering of other people. So this is something I think about, and I think it's an important thing, and it's the sort of lesson which has been taken me a long time to kind of learn, really, because you need both these parts of yourself, the ideal and the more, what you could call the, the unregenerate. You need both these parts of you. You do. You cannot discard either without suffering a net loss, and there will always be parts of you which are unregenerate. There are meant to be parts of you which are unregenerate in terms of your ideals. Yeah, because you're an animal, and you're meant to be an animal, but you're a certain kind of animal. So those are my thoughts for today, and I wish everyone a very, very happy summer.